we're voting this November, and not just on a group of candidates and representatives and a president and a vice president. We're voting on the future of freedom. We're voting on the First and Second Amendment, the Constitution, and the principles that inspired it, the biblical worldview that was bigger than those who penned the words. The words they penned called all of them to appropriate correction. Everything that matters is under attack by the deceiver, the divider, the destroyer, the father of lies and the murderer, or the father of life and freedom and fruitfulness and fullness and meaning. That's what we're voting on. Really, really, really important. And we're voting on whether or not there are absolutes and principles that are in fact a solid foundation upon which to build. And the foundation upon which the nation that became the most blessed, prosperous, and benevolent nation in history stands. That's what we're voting on. Every life matters to God. Every life should matter to every one of us. And we're voting on whether all lives matter, from the cradle to the grave. And yes, before the cradle, life in the womb. This is a true story. A 40-year-old hospice nurse caring for an elderly man in the home, a woman who had never had a child, had been told she couldn't, was raped by the alcoholic son in the home, the son of the father of the man she was taking care of. She conceived the child she couldn't have at age 40. Not a income that was stable and providing security, no husband, no stability, no security. So she went to have an abortion. The doctor said no. Do you think the doctor might have thought there might be potential in the womb? Might be a child of promise? Might even be a blessing in some way? Well, you're listening to that child right now. 77 years later. 3 children, 11 grandchildren, soon to be 9 great-grandchildren. Millions of lives saved, children who were starving in the third world countries, 15 million lives saved, according to the African nations on the African continent alone. Millions of lives saved with thousands of water wells drilled, people set free from sexual trafficking, 600 citywide crusades in the United States and other countries. A television program on the air for more than 50 years. All because a doctor said no to terminating the life of an unexpected, unplanned for, and sadly appearing to be unwanted child. We got a lot to pray about. It's even more than the future of freedom. It's a future of everything that matters to God and should matter to everyone who understands how precious life is